Yeah, foog naa ñu ngi live léegi. Salaamaaleykum wa rahmatullahi taala wa barakaatu. ñu ngi leen a nuyu ku nekk sa tur ak sa santa. They try rek pour make sure that we share it on our normal Facebook page. balaa maa def dara. Habib,
Wow, son.
it's good to have you.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, Friday I wasn't able to make it. I was kind of running like trying to play a game that now I'm time to run the show. Why, unfortunately, you know, I didn't make it, but nonetheless, here we are. And Friday's show we was proposed for the honor under 20, but we all were able to watch the game today. Waaye balaa ñoo dugg si game bi rek naa la bàyyi nga nuyu.
wow, go ahead. Friday is we couldn't come due to some circumstances you have is beyond under our control. Sometimes life non la. Lo de boy yep munta am and then you do they control destiny. So sometimes you come along, you have to go with the flow. Do si mundara. Ngay digal fan si ak followers si lool. Waaye comme gars yi ñu ko xamee rek ñun we will always try to be around to give our take li nga xam ne mooy xew suñ football, most importantly the league ak the under 20 bi nga xam ne right now mooy the biggest sporting event will happen around us. So even though today is Tuesday, so we deem it necessary ne on Friday ñëw ñu woon. So it's good to be here.
Yeah, we have no better place to start. First of all, dina la bàyyi nga update Real de Banjul game against Hawks. Foog naa ne derby bi under 20 bi moo ko overshadow because like 95% of what lu ñoo wax tey it's gonna center on the under 20 because am nañ ne ñu ngi Egypt and they had like an extremely great day today. Dinañ si dugal si kanam tuuti rek waaye ñu bàyyi la rek nga feed ñu back about the results of the derby.
Well, it's always a big game when Hawks Real met in the league because of the profile of the two clubs. So based on a results based comme okay, Hawks are Real. So when you get somebody from the neutrals, ko xam ne xamuloo the rivalry between the two, mun ngaa wax ne nekkut derby in a sense ne league bi Real moo lay win most of the matches bu mu play against Hawks. Hawks hardly win Real in the league. In fact, I can't even remember when was the last time Hawks beat Real. Lolu over 10 years in the league. So by Sunday you are from Gambia, you are from Banjul, Serekunda, you understand the might of these two teams. The flag what is that picture, regardless of who is winning, it's a big game for Hamne. Kuneka the win. So they were at the KG5, the famous KG5 in Nekon. So Real ñoo mujjee win by 2-1. I think Real did their homework right because they score Hawks 2 early goals. I think in the first 25 minutes la Real score ñaari goals yi. So loolu moo leen may edge over Hawks. Even though Hawks after 3 minutes they were able to pull a goal back, which you would expect to bring the game back to life because 2-1 is not a win. Whenever a team pull a goal back, xamal ne mu ngi si game bi. So it was a good game. Real de Banjul could have scored more. In all honesty, they could have killed the game earlier, but they didn't. And then in the end, Hawks have to push them all the way because Hawks were in for an equalizer. And unfortunately, in the 86th minute, Hawks took a red. Have a man man down. This Aliou Mane was given a red card, so it brings them to a 10-man team. But at the end of the match, it was Real de Banjul who claimed all the 3 points and won the bragging rights, because Real and Hawks is all about bragging rights. Because 3 points are all 3 points. But when you are playing against your rival, it's all about bragging rights. Fans loving it. They want to win. They want to go on social media and talk about it. They want to brag, put this scores on their status, or put their favorite players on their status. But unfortunately, Real de Banjul are in fine form, and they were able to grab all the 3 points. So it's Real de Banjul 2, Hawks 1. There was also another good game at Brikama.
Yeah, I'm not scotch you, no.
I'm not scotch you. Then I think at the end, one half fans are beginning to believe that this coach from Estonia is doing a good job so far, because if you look at the results of Real de Banjul, they are not conceded too much and they are scoring goals. So it means the coach is doing a good job, and it's really paying off, because football is all about results. So if the team is having results, scoring goals, I think you can categorically say that the coach is doing a good job with the boys so far. And as you also know, there are 3 key players out of the team. You know, Bayano is with the under 20, Aliou Gaucho, and the other boy Mohamed. So despite missing 3 key players, with 2 of them normally start in every game. So you can say that this guy is doing a good job so far, so good. Hawks, I don't know what's the problem of Hawks. They were the champions last season, but currently they are not. They are a different kind of a team. Maybe they miss Mbegere, maybe they miss Pafal. You know, I don't know, but they are not the same, because this is their, I don't know, fourth defeat so far in the league, and it's early days, so it's not looking good for Hawks. I hope Aliou Jain can turn things around, because I remember there was a time he was in this kind of situation last year. Even when they were winning the league, there was a time Hawks were losing. In fact, at one point they lose 3 consecutive games, but they were able to bounce back, win matches, and end up winning the league. But so far,
and I see I get the other program, the English program.
But why so far? So far, I
think.
No,
understand now. Yeah.
So far, I think Aliou Jain will figure it out. Mun na am tam dafa miss key players, because the best player in the league last year was Mbegere, and them na Portugal, and one of his goal poachers also Fafal. Them, I think they also lost somebody else. So mun na am lolu mo nekk di stop Hawks, and one of their centre backs also. Modu mooy Ndo bu dem Poland, Ndoye Sukurawi, seen centre back bi Boateng, moom tam nekk fa. Maybe they didn't do the right recruitment, maybe, but I'm yet to watch them live, so du ma mën a joxe suma opinion 100%. Why?
Yeah, but I
Gambian League bi mooy league boo xam ne Gambian League bi you can lose 3 matches, 4 matches in a row, but if you can win 3 matches or 4 also in a row, you are back in the conversation. So Gambian League moom noonu la demee. Why Hawks being the champion and then losing games like this, it's alarming, because the reason why it's alarming, so nekkoon those at the top are losing like them, okay, di nga mën a wax ne okay, then they can easily come back. But so Real de Banjul has been consistent. Falcons also have been consistent. Even Biko were somehow consistent. But if you are losing and your opponents are winning, they will really widen the gap. So your banana gel form, maybe it might be too little too late. Why in the whole time, the other scores? Is it?
Yeah, the Nano Zero right quick.
Okay. Okay.
Because I'm in 3 other fixtures apart from the excluding Real de Banjul game B. I'm then Falcons and Team Rhino. That's the combo West Coast derby. I mean, technically Abu Kobering Agnema. So Falcons coming on top, 1-0 win. Brickham United Wally down. It's a stalemate. Brickham and New Wally down nil. Marimo Parkwood, PSV Wellingara. PSV Wellingara seems to like Nige pick some potential right now because prior to this game, they won their first game, and they get into this game against Marimo Parkwood, full of confidence, and then managed to have a point out of it. And the last but not the least, that's the Real de Banjul Hawks game, and that leaves us a very interesting table, very, very interesting table. That win for Falcons has put them in second position.
Yeah.
And then you have Real de Banjul maintain their top spot, 18 points. Falcons second, 15 points. Marimo, same number of games. Marimo on 14 points. And interestingly, Marimo has drawn their last 3 games. Falcons won 3. In their last 5 games, they won 3 and then drew 2. So that gives them in a very, very good position. On the third spot, you have Marimo, who are on 14 points. And fifth, you have Biko, who are on 13 points. Then Lucerne last game with draw B. That put them on 13 points. And we have Fortune. Interesting. They managed to pick up 1 point out of a possible 12. We lost their last 3 games prior to send. They lost, drew their last game and then lost 3 before that. And we had Walidan on 6 points. Interesting, 13 points. Normally Dronens and last game we tie against Brickham, but they won their last 2 games, and that is putting them in a very, very good position as well. Gamtel, inconsistent as well. They haven't lost their last 3 games. Then draw to win Bena and then put them in 12 points. Banjo United, haven't lost in their last 4 games. They also looks like Nige finds some potency. Then win 2, drew 2 in their last 4 games. Team Rhino also going up and down, up and down. In their last 3 games, they win, draw, and lose today on 11 points. Then I'm Gaff, also inconsistent, 11 points, minus 2. Samga, 11 points, minus 4. Brickham United, 9 points. Hawk 7. Greater Tomorrow, 6. PSV Velingara, 5. And Wabanjul at the bottom. So you can see this point that PSV Velingara, Bugai An against Marimo Parkwood has kept them off the bottom table. So the 4 bottom table are Hawks, Greater Tomorrow, PSV Velingara, and Wabanjul. But this is something interesting, Abi. Falcons on second position and somewhere on 11 positions. It's only 4 points difference. So technically, a win and a draw or 2 wins could put you like in a second position. It's only Real de Banjul that are maintaining like a 3-point gap against Falcons. And I think they try to widen the pace as much as they can. So that's where we are at the league. And then interesting development day, BST lost their first game of the season against Before You Care. Amacham on his charges, lost in first game with A, which is interesting. And I'm here to have the second division fixtures table, but it's also becoming really, really interesting. So that's what we have in our National League. Abib, what's your take on BST losing their first game?
Yeah, that's the beauty of football. You can win them all, and then if you look at before you PM, then start like the quali. They started quali. I think up to 3 matches to 4. I don't know. They were unable to win. So basically, guys, you start to pick up points, and then teams in so let's take a summer. If you go to summer with with the with the fans and everything, hey, they can beat you. And Blue Partner, they lost. One of the best player in the team is not there. That's Omar Tisse, who is currently in Turkey, and he is the man. He scored their goals. He provides assists. So missing a key player like Omar and then still try to find a way to start to gather points is something positive. I think BST did the right thing. I think they went there yesterday. They have their pre-op in summer, which is the right thing because most of the teams, they get play summer, they get them on my day. They travel in the morning and then they play later in the afternoon. So from their Facebook page, understand that they were there since yesterday. Have enough rest, hunger, them and pre-op. It was wonderful, but football is football. On paper, you might think that okay, BST with all the motivation, a new team, blah blah blah. But no, they stood their ground, and it was an own goal, but victory is always a victory. We have nothing to say, but to say just kudos to before you young and hard luck to BST. Football is like that. You cannot win all your matches. It's not possible. It's not possible. And then, like you said, talking about our league also, the points are still tied there. But if you look at the table, you know that a win and a draw can even take you to second. So it's still tight. Just understanding when it comes to Gambian football, teams munante win noon. It's about can more turn up on a particular day, or can more use a chances, But teams munante win noon, So it's gonna be interesting going into the next week. Because there are some very exciting stuff to come. But football, something that they want to understand on paper. They're okay, this team is better on paper, and then like this Munoz in my David, you win call. I don't know also what's happening with my boys in Banjul. Well, Banjul, they've been struggling like crazy. I don't know why. So, while like I said, you so many win 3 matches in a row, right? Doesn't matter your 4 in the league. So when you get a match in a row, you might at least mid table. That's 100%. So it's not over for anybody. You're just trying to do the right thing. And then at the end of the first round, you have the chance to rebuild your team to bring about 5 to 7 players. So second round may define everything. But for now, Lelda Wangel is the team the most consistent with alongside with Falcon. They've been doing a good job. While that time they start quality, they are back picking points. So Bigama also quality, but now they are picking points. So we will see what's going to happen now towards the end of the fourth half.
The national under 20 playing in first game against Tunisia. Very incredible game. It's a start that every team would want to have.
Mm-hmm.
Not talking about the results alone, but I think the performance of these boys today really deserve to be commended. And congratulations to Abdoulaye Bojang, and his technical staff and players here for putting up like a really, really good team performance against a very solid and a very physical Tunisian team. You saw Lai kind of stick to the players that he started dealing with. That he won't see Wafu Championship. I think if not all, but he kept all in the starting lineup. And Amnen Paibu Danfa in goal, Seni Sanyang, Alaji Sen, Moses Jajo, Bakar Jawara that completes the defense. We have Mahmoud Bajo, Haruna Saidi, Haruna Rasid Njai, Aliou Jiba, then we have Kajali Drami, Ibrahim Singata, Gadam Bojang to complete the forward players. He stick to this. But what really amazed me in the game is the tactical discipline the team will show from the first minute of the game to the last minute. There's a lot of positives Blindman Amsi game be. And I think you can also see the signs prior to new score goal be. But Balanyo Fufurek, how did you naka jangate like the starting lineup of like, you know, after bim certain players like Mamina, the guy from Bayern Munich, Mamin, you know, and good players, you know, everybody feels that then what chance to play, but he sticks to players that he knows he worked with before and then given opportunity to start in fight for their place.
Awesome. Man, basically team bi man benn concern rek la amoon ci suñu team mooy the level of preparedness. Man loolu rek la man that was one of my biggest problems. But when it comes to talent and the quality of players in the team, man yow wax naa loolu noonu may la team bi bu ma ko xoolee mun ngaa wax ne Mr. Y and Mr. X deserve to be in the team because I'm a player yoo xam ne they are in the league they da feel ne they have all the right to be in the team loolu moom wax naa ko but soo ko xoolee team bi ba mu daj in all departments from the defense to the midfield to the attack that's a good team out there. That's a very good team out there. Only mooy koo xam ne xëy na xamul players by watching them. So you're lucky nañ to watch these players on a numerous occasions. So xam nañ seen potential and what they can do on a good day. So man suma problème rek mooy moo nekkoon ndax am nañ the right preparation ñu mën a deliver up to expectation. That was my problem. Because soo xoolee the amount of time buñ train ci man dama feel like it wasn't enough. And then everyone the test team bi against tougher opponent pour ñu mën a xam the strength of the team. So put that aside, léegi we talk about the game luñ gis tey mooy a team boo xam ne is really composed and tactically disciplined. loolu la ko may mooy you cannot put all the new players in the team. You have to maintain the team that you have been working with since the WAFO, and he did that. The core of the team mooy defense bi from the goalkeeper to the defense to the midfield are all part of the team that was in Mauritania. So they know they know exactly lan la coach buga but moom moo leen coach. They played this kind of a system the EGA final. So it wasn't difficult for players to do the same thing. It was like a repetition. So they played really well. They controlled the game really well because played against Tunisia. These are they are well motivated when it comes to football. They are well motivated. They have everything unlike Gambia. So if you can go the player a team like Tunisia under 20 league is almost a professional league, and most of these players are played in the league. Some are from France or Spain. The way these boys played the game, you as a Gambian or as a football fan, you cannot say anything apart from thank you or being happy. We are all happy. We are all happy, and you have to give credit to the coach because football is all about the result. If things are going bad, we all attack the coach. So if things are going really well, the same thing goes. It's vice versa. So we have to say a big congrats to Lai Bojan for a job well done. This was a very, very, very decent performance from the team. The team, there was no time that we were under pressure. We played really well. We hold the ball. We defended well. And then
I think the credit needs to go to lie first of all, because that
What I'm saying.
tactical
That's what I'm saying.
the tactical
When things are
discipline in
poor,
the team today was spot on. Honestly,
when things are poor, we attack the coach.
we'll say yeah, yeah.
Loolu dafa leer. Football is the coach. Football coach la. Soo bëggee nga ne players yi baax dara su baaxee coach bi la su bonee coach bi la. So
Yeah.
if we played well and had a good result against Tunisia, dañoo wax ne kudos to the coach. There is no single doubt about it. And then you look at this stuff as well. Bale bu mu indee soo xoolee di tactical approach bu mu indee Bale man boobu moo nekkoon di soft I love bi Bale balaa mi daf day play wing back waaye boo gisee bu defut like for like dafa bàyyi séeni and then mu add balaa mi on top of it and he was very lively. It's like Bale was just he was ready to come in. Mboma also came in. Did a great job. So all credit goes to the coach.
Yeah, no.
So xoolee ñun suñ opponents yi, for example, ñoom Senegal, ñoom Tunisia, ñoom dëkk yi nii, when it comes to football, they are very, very well motivated compared to us. So ñun suñ ñëwee ñu mën a joxe this kind of results. Hey, that's massive. That's massive. And I think Gambians all over the world tey yaa ngi sant Gambia nekkuloo under pressure because su nekkoon ne dañu have feel xam nga di moyale ay baabool di no.
We shut the good thing is we shut them down in all aspects because the first half Gambia played better in terms of ball position. It was like 58-42. Second half, and then during that first half, there is no clear-cut chances that they have allowed the Tunisians to have in our area. In fact, look at the distance between our goalkeeper and the defense. The defense were excellent. The captain showed a high sense of leadership and discipline. And Tunisia, anywhere I think I'm gonna jarek, to make sure that the new work is in defense. They were really, really compact. And I like one thing that they do. The team defense as a team, they all come back to defend, and every player was up for the task today, and everybody did your job correctly to the best of your ability. Lolu, I'm solo. Tournaments are win based on team performance, and I think today that is what they've seen. Yes, do we have things to improve on? Yes, we can improve on it, and we can share that as well. But looking at the team, the way I set up the team today. You don't have buts. You have things that you can just improve on because every player was up for the task. The Tunisian, they thought that it would have been easier for you penetrate the Gambian team with long balls. But the team was balanced and they were all the time in the right position at the right time to make sure that you shut them down. And even look at their captain. He was trying to play tricks, especially in set plays. But all the aerial duels, they were all won by the Gambian team. And I think the players also showed good technicality on the ball. Yes, I'm not mishap sometimes. We lost a ball in the middle a couple of times, which could be dangerous if we played against a team that is very, very good on the transition. That's part of the game. It's part of the game. It happens. Yes, coaches will have. We don't want that to happen on the middle of the field because it could be very, very dangerous. But if you look at apart from those few things, you will say that the Gambian team got everything spot on, except in terms of our creativity going forward. That is where we think. I personally think that we have a room to improve on. But physically, they look very, very sharp. Everybody looks very, very physically ready, which is one important thing, and that is the reason why you always want to. Before we go into competitions, we need our national league on. Because the Fajo players an opportunity to be competing. Can you question the competition of all these players today? Everybody is like it's railing to go. This law can come and get dosi be refilled. And I think the way it is set up, it is we're gonna give headaches to other teams when we keep putting up this kind of performance. Habib, I struggle, they go No.
Mama.
Yeah.
Yamaliga.
Wow.
Wow, like I said, Sana, but li nga xam ne moo gën a interesting mooy we have very good players on the bench.
Yeah.
We have some very good players on the bench ñoo xam ne they could turn things around. Comme ni nga ko waxee gis naa this boy from Bayern Munich. Like I said, anybody from the Bayern Munich setup, it means you are a decent player. loolu amul debate. It means you are a decent player. You can play the ball because ñooñu they have scouts yoo xam ne dafa am lu ñuy xool si player before ñu laa jël. So soo demee bañ jël la nga nekk si youth setup bi Barcelona, sorry, Bayern, it means you are a fine player. I know he will get his chances. You know, man ku mel ni man, I'm not a fanboy of a player now. I support the team, so in as much as the team is giving us results, you know, do ma toog fii di wax ne lu tax Mr. Y played or lu tax Mr. X played. No, ñun we want results. I am a results-oriented guy. Winning, we all have to celebrate. When we win, we have to celebrate together. When we lose, then maybe you can say, okay, why we lose? Diagnose. But for now, nego's line we need Gambia playing with a very good team, Tunis, and we Gambia winner. Win beside, you know, it could have been even more. Why haven't the coach was just trying to be in the game because so Bogse Munino score more. We were very cautious on the defensive tag. So I just am the right numbers. I'm the right numbers in the box for Numuna outnumber guy in terms of James score a goal or more. But these kind of games are very tactical. So you have to stay in the game. You have to stay in the game. Okay, it's 0-0. It's Tunisia. You know, we have to stay in the game. So we were stayed in the game, and then change was very, very massive. And before even you score goal, so we mount some kind of pressure on them, set pieces, corner fee. But until we were able to score, that fantastic header from a top center back. Alagi Sen, he is a very, very good player. Limola Wane, Bogise FC Hosen of Denmark, make a 6 months loan. They know he is one for the future. Alagi, you qualify because if everything goes according to plan, player national team Lulu is at the corner. Sana, that won't last long because he is on track. And then Yala Defe Gambia Agassi semi-finals. We will book a ticket to the World Cup. Hey, Sana, so Chahane sun football, Fukula Mogena Takena. Because Ndoi Magisni, Ndoi Shineme World Cup. Lolo very level, you know, very level. So far so good. This same Tunisian side played against Senegal on a warm-up match. It was a 0-0 match. So Malawane and Senegal is among the favorites in this tournament. So Malawane is Tunisia, despite the fact that they handle guy very well and played well and even end up winning the match, they are a top team. Like I said, Timbu Bahla, because Nari football, Football Gambia, I just play play football and doing something else. And them guarding. So easy. Football is life. They are all professionals. They are motivated. You know, they have all the good environment around them. So unlike Gambia, you how it works with our players in the league. So if you put all that into perspective, and then you play the way we played today and end up winning, Sonalolo is a big sacrifice, and I think we have to say kudos to the boys and like Boya and all the backroom staff, the Ayamanes, the the George Lovers, you name them, all of them did a good job. And I also understand this time before team beat them, boy Joshua Nation Harris. I'm not about Bulen guy job law hamne the Koyaga joy put new motivate financially. So the fact that guy Amnesty Harris before going to the tournament is also something very good. you know, baxa boobu noonu xam nga di nga mën a bàyyee sa papa ou sa yaay some money su ko defee xam nga ñaan yi gën a xam nga more prayers for the team. So it's a good start. Ba pare bu ñu fàtte ne this tournament am na ay third best loser. So winning a match, winning one match sometimes mën na laa yóbbu to the quarterfinals. So moo tax this win is even bigger. It's a huge win. So even a draw, having a draw in our next two matches can take us to the quarterfinals. So which means we have put down a huge pressure on ourselves by winning this match against Tunisia. So I think, Sana, we are on the right track. The camp of the team is in good spirit, even before the win. Now they have defeated Tunisia. The boys will be happy, very happy. Wow, buñ ko over jubilate, let them just take it easy. You have there are bigger matches ahead. And
yeah,
the target is 2. If we cannot win the tournament, let's go to the World Cup. I think loolu mooy 2 things yi nga xam ne ñun ñëpp mooy suñu ñaan. The trophy, because if you win the trophy, it means you are in the final, so you are going to World Cup anyway.
Yeah, so the thing is with this team is I think this is a youth team. You should allow them to showcase their skills and talents. In that way, they can have more opportunities for the future. Because most of the players are local-based players, so them going to the African Under-20 Championship is going to give them an opportunity to showcase Lunmun. All right, them to the World Cup. That's going to be the biggest achievement Bilal Muna in his career as far as the national team is concerned, coaching the national team is concerned, which I think, he has the qualities to be there. He has a very good technical backroom staff. They really knows the in and out of this Under-20 and football as well. Coming to the second half of the game, we did talk about the first half where we shut them down. Believe Nane, there was minimal chances created for both teams. Okay, in the second half, before you score goal, before you score the header, you could feel it. You could feel that something is about to happen. There were 3 corners that were happening. The Tunisians were constantly under a little bit of pressure, and I think one advantage with Amoy, that area, the aggressiveness with on set pieces, and the captain showed up when he was needed, and there was a very good header. But apart from Bobu, we did not create a lot of chances, a lot of clear-cut chances for Numuna take the game to the Tunisians. Yes, shut them down, which is part of the job we're going to do. We would not want teams to be creating chances against us. So defensively, they got it right. They got everything right. But what do you think we need to work on as a team? Technically, I'm not a coach. Why set on the game? We do not answer opinion as an individual. How we can what can we do to be more creative? Because one personally feel we needed a creative player. Bohame is going to play between Sigana strikers, so he can try to find those openings. Those moments playing the ball. But we hardly had some true passes today. Okay, we had.
I think one of the things we have to keep more up. Because
Salifin bi Habib Salifin bi.
Man maa dégg di.
Waaw léegi lañ naa door a dégg xaw ma sa cable bi moo de yëngatu I don't know.
No, yaa ma dégg.
Yeah, ñu laa dégg yeah.
I think all we need to do more to keep possession. So if you keep the ball really well, you knock the ball really well, the opponent will always try to chase and win the ball. And by doing so, there will be lapses. You understand? There will be lapses. So when you create chances, we have to pass the ball really well and we have to move as a team. We can create a lot of chances because the players we have in the final third, Kajari can take you on a 1v1 and you will be in trouble. Raul can do the same 1v1 dañ laa jël but pour ñu mun a expose loolu noonu fekk ñu keep the ball we have to keep the ball really well Sana.
Yeah.
If we keep the ball really well, we have the opportunity to pass the ball to either Kayali or to Raul, and those players, both of them, are making pace and they got tricks. You understand? So, could you create chance? Of course, we have to keep the ball. Or
some voice we get them down.
Yamadia.
Yeah, Aziz.
So Yamadia.
Well, Aziz 50 Corona.
Oh, well, what?
No, 50 Corona Fando.
No, boy, why? I mean, you get struggle as leave it. It's a cable. I don't know. No, they're going to about it.
I don't know what's the problem.
Okay, now it's fine. Position being a is perfect.
Okay, so not again, sir.
Perfect.
Okay, pour you create chances, we have to keep possession. If we keep possession, it means the team have to chase for the ball. With that, there'll be lapses. If there's lapses, Kayali 1v1 the we all know that. Raul, he is so powerful. The reason why Mujage paid them Sparta Prague is because his pace and power. So among players you have, they can hurt any team on the final attack. But first, set team be hold the ball, play it really well, knock the ball really well. But among players, Ali was not Gaucho. He was not at his best, which is normal in football. But we still have players on the bench who can do a similar job or even better. So first, let you win ball, we keep the ball, pass it really good. Because if you pass the ball really good, team will find you put chase. So from there you can make some very good passes. Fekk ñu allow some wing players yi ñu mëna jàkkaarloog seen halfbacks. Loolu fekk mu am. Loolu su amee di nga am throw, di nga am foul, di nga am corner o nga bit halfback bi dugal. Because so bidee halfback bi mooy yaa ngi si box bi mën ngaa score mën ngaa lead. So on a good day, Gambia have to keep the ball really well. Suñ defee loolu rek, like I said, am nañ players yoo xam ne they can hurt the opponent. But Kajali fu mu nekk nii his experience mu ngi South Africa, different setup. His mindset is different. Raul mu ngi woon Yelda Bay jógee na fa mu ngi woon play na conference bi play na against ñoom Anderlecht, he played really well ba léegi mu ngi Sparta Prague, different setup. So ñu am nañ the pedigree to play at the highest level. But the team as a whole, new whole tennis, and I think people like Mboma can do something about it. Because knowing what Mboma can do, he can help. And we have Bayern on the bench. He has been fantastic this year on the league. He's been playing great football. He's been scoring goals and assists. We have this boy from Bayern, Mamin, who is yet to be tested.
Gata.
We have Gata. This boy, Gata. Fantastic player. So the good thing about our team, boy, those new players, you are the best. We have players on the bench sitting down who can do a similar job. Because Gata, he creates chances. Gata, ball is glued to his feet. So tie ball be 99.9, dan ko dey foul. Pour nga jël ko. And we need players like him sometimes around 75 feet because we are very good with the set pieces. So I mean a player like Gata, we make athletics in a very good position because sometimes I'm not teams you have don't they unlock. But with corners athletics, you can score.
Yeah,
they create chance to score them. While with set pieces, we are able to score them. So I think to make it short, we need to keep the ball really well.
I think they in terms of position today they did extremely well. You know, loosening ball. But one good thing with them is they work hard to retain possession back. Liga One, just to try to open up our opponents, it's something that I was talking about. That is the creativity of the team.
But one thing, if we possess the ball in our zone, if we keep passing the ball in our court, that won't help. We need to get passes at the final third of the field.
No, Lalawani, that's where I think we are all in the same page. What I'm saying is the creativity of the team in terms of going forward and creating chances. Lolu Moto Hongewa. We never see a point, and I think also it is really, really important to know that so play we did some. I see a couple of times we lost possession in the middle of the field. Maybe 2-3 times. That could be very, very dangerous on a transition. But I think Lai really understands that well. He knows it, the technical team knows it, and I'm sure they will try to address that situation. Yes, if we want to win games, we have to create chances. And we have to score goals. And before we can score goals, we have to create chances. And I think personally, if I look at the game, in different angles. That is the only thing I think we can definitely improve on, trying to make sure that I'm depth going forward. I'm in depth a couple of times today, but I think we could play a little bit faster going forward. Instances when we were 1-0 up, there was a very important incident. My goalkeeper tear ball, gain us a tear ball. That could have been a transition right up there. That could have been a counter attack right up there, because all the Tunisian players were right in the 18-yard box, and the Gambian players were right moving over. While the goalkeeper chooses to lay down, and which is okay. But you wanted to kill the game 1-0. It's a dangerous score. But I think they managing game B. This is the objective. Then, keep a clean sheet, prepare a score, and make sure that we don't have anything in reply. The objectives are met, because that is exactly what everyone would do. If I was in Lai's position, you would wanted to make sure that I'm some stability in the team. That is to go up, see what they come with, hit left on the break. And I think if they work on, like I said, there are some really, really, really great players on the bench. And I'm going to see how this team is going to unfold. I don't think Singade was his at best today. He made a lot of runs, unnecessary runs as well, because I'm ball. And but I think, there are some players in the team that's going to give like a different flavor. A different flavor. Like we need players who can. We needed at some point player who can take players on 1v1 situations. And I think they will grow confidence. It's important. Have their first game, they don't want to lose it, so they will do whatever it takes to win it. They did, and now, they will probably have another ideas, because every game has a different approach. Treated Tunisia. That's not the way treated any other team as well. So it's great. It's great how things are going to unfold. And I'm sure that the players sitting on the bench also would want to make a statement. They will go out there tomorrow, work more harder, they are fresh, and get fresh, so they will want to make a statement.
So the good thing was most of the players in the team are replaceable.
Yeah.
What I mean by replaceable, whatever you can do, somebody can do something else different. So it's not like Mr. Wise No, that's not how it is. Only they only know the players by names. No feeling so keep play with Dubai. They did. We are lucky to watch them in some of these players from Navetan to now. So there is no place because even the defense, those are the Lama, the team Rhino captain. That guy is a super center back.
Quality
fan, complete center back. So c'était even the other kid Dembo. Ndoye Bikobi. Koko is one of my favorite center. Koko, he gives his all. So it's not like that we don't have the players there. There are players there. There are players there. The whole forward line, there are players there. So I think it's about player we make chance, like I use the opportunity to cement your place. Because right now, to cement your place in the team, you have to earn it.
Yeah, you may assist Mudugasi. I believe the set and the game be. The boys had a really, really solid performance day. Really very, very good team performance. It was a tight game, very tight, but we came on top. We won almost all the duels. They did really, really extremely well. Scored a goal and then take the game to Tunisia. It's just a repetition of Adju Passer against Tunisia. We played against this particular team. Siwafu third place playoff in Mauritania, and we won on penalties. And then now they meet again as a replay. They solid game, very tight game, very technical, very physical, but the boys came out on top in every single moment of it.
Yeah, man can anali congratulate guys nuyu ñep ñu nekk Gambia ñu nekk outside ma ngi nuyu everybody. The congratulate boys yi ak coach bi lay Bojang ak technical staff bi. As no ko ngawé ñep they've played very good. Play nañ bu baax because ku xam Tunis naari naka lañ play they played the ball but te ni nga gis suñu gars ñoo gën a play and maa doon dégg doon discuss something I think that ñun lan moo nekkoon man di only problème ma gis rek ñun dañ luñ dee play suñu half moo di ëpp luñ dee play si half opponent bi we played so dañ dee am so many touches suñu half mun nañu fa am waaye suñu demee si opponent bi si attacking tag bi foofu noonu 1-2 dañoo ñàkk ball bi I don't know how what's the problem ba pare dama foog ne Gaucho he's not familiar pour muy play si gannaaw striker yi I think man tey si lu ma gis I think ne moom si ñaari two holding midfield players yi ñaari two holding yooyu noonu su play woon dina play much better than lu play tey so man si su ma gis because man xam naa Gaucho play naa ma ba am naa ne su play woon foofu noonu dina play much better than lim play tey I think ne suñ amoon somebody who is ko xam ne dafa gën a nekk number 10 ku doon play si gannaaw striker yi which means ne kooku dina doon dugal pass yi peut-être dina mun a link up ak yow ak suñ forward play bi but yow other than that amuñ woon pressure kii play na Lopez kenn gisu ko deful dara amul pressure Lopez he was very good with his foot man dama surprise tey mu doon play tànkam bi mu ngi pass mu ngi def everything ba pare our two center backs they were fantastic even ñaari left ak right back bi back line they
were very solid. Yeah,
even those two
solid.
and ñaar ñooyu nekkoon si digga bi sax they played very good.
Number 6 did a lot of great. He made a lot of interceptions.
Yeah,
yes,
interception yoo xam ne nii. Yeah, that's very good. I have this suñ ñaari wings yi Singate want to mu doon show up ne yeah man maa ngi si beneen level fu mu nekk nii I think that he was trying to do too much. So man why at the end of the day he was wane na moom fu mu nekk yow mu ngi si beneen level Kajaali tamit yow same thing so yow is good bench bi soo gisee ñu nekk seen si bench bi di nga xam ne yeah this is a very good team bench bi ñu fa nekk soo amee ñoom Mboma ñoom Gata ñoom Bayano everybody that boy from Bayern yow comme lu Habib wax rek mënuloo nekk Bayern te ñu ne mënuloo dara Bayern mënul la scout from another German team ba pare ñëw fa mënuloo dara loolu moom jëfam nañ ko but comme xam naa dina am chance mu play so amee chance mu prove boppam mu play so play everybody will happy but I think ne Lai Bojang he is doing a very good job ak soo gisee préparation bi ak yeneen dëkk yi ñu koy préparé ak ñoom ak tey ba tey gars mën na ñëw ñu win first game bi which is very good fu mu nekk ñu ngi am 3 points yeneen ñaari team ñu ngi am 1-1 ñële Tunis 0 so fu mu nekk next game bi suñ ko winee automatically dañoo qualify
even a draw would put us through.
Man, seetaan naa ñaari team don't play ñu draw 1-1 ñooñu if we played what we played today we're gonna win again especially suñ poussé ñu gën a play si half yi gars yi ñu wàññi li ñu play suñu half daf dee bëri ñu play suñu half yi gars suñu play suñu half yi gars obviously teams dañoo am problème dañoo attaque suñu demee dañoo attaque so that's the only thing but apart from that the defense line is solid man sax I think ne second half bi am na benn corner bu am pusante boobu noonu xëjane suñu beneen defender bi boolom
I'm coming to that and the referee made it
referee
really clear to the captain
wax na
to
ko
the same captain mu ne ko ne if
Wax na
you
ko
do
3
it
4
I'm gonna put and that was a spot kick right there.
foofu la taxaw referee bi foofu la taxaw si kanam yi
He did. I don't know why he did it, but he did. And you know, of course, it was just grab.
maa ngi am ñu gis ñu ngay bind ne I don't know Mohamed Badio he can play against Mali. Of course he can play because if he is playing week in yow suy nekk di play week in yow week out we can just put in there bala ñu dem si players yi nga xam ne gars yi nekkuñ di play. So man ever since man I'm fan of players who are playing they should be selected man loolu moom am ever since man yow man loolu moo nekk suma policy fi football ñuy play ñu nekk si form ñoo leen wala pick gars dem play but loolu is another day tey pour under 20 bi la ñu congratulate leen wax leen ne they have done a good job but it's not the end of the world they have
it's just the beginning.
Yeah fu mu nekk ñoom dem nañ win fu mu nekk everybody dañoo dem pour win so it's good ne win nañ tey because comme ñu ko wax bi Sénégal they are the favorites Tunis play ñu Sénégal gars am problème so yow which business ñun tamit we are up there.
ñun daal we are two because fu mu nekk nii si ñu winee benn match because there are third places you am so 4 points you have a chance but to be on the safe side si ñu winee suñu next match Aziz it means you are in the quarters.
No man ñaari match yi ma seetaan tey ñaari Benin ak ñi doon play Zambia
but the good thing with that game is coach like Bojang, Yaya Mane, George Loba, they decided to watch that game live. So they probably had an idea. They did what they have to see. And now it's up to them to do their homework and then to make sure that they are ready for the game.
I think we have to play more at the guys attacking tag bi dañ fa war a play more because nga gis na ñu suñu striker bi he was isolated he don't have balls.
I'm on depth going forward and most of the time
numbers
going forward.
So because of xam nga sax moo nekk same thing lu ndewa si senior teams they play so ñëwee nga isi three midfield players you have to at least kenn ki su nekkoon ne dafa nekk ko xam ne ni dafa over offensive players
nekk box to box player
ni konte boobu na doon tane but ñëpp xam nañ ne Gaucho he is very good he
cannot Gaucho Munta is
but fu mu doon tey loolu feewu ko
ama Gaucho's biggest threat Gaucho want to be part of it.
Exactly.
He want Lolu Bayern can do that.
Wow, exactly. Gaucho
because Bayern has a bigger mileage than because he runs too much. Nyong Kajari, even the boy from Gujur, Rashid, 10 player, will not play that role because he
Gata, that's the position.
Gata, Wabanyu. Will not play. Will not play. What?
Man, how many they have depth? I'm negotiating.
Yeah. No, here's the thing. I'm not depth team. We have a very good depth in the team. But today, moving forward, we are not having enough depth going forward today. So that is the difference. Now, I mean, I know it's the first game. Everybody would be nervous. Players will be precautions. You know, especially when they like when we match the Tunisians in all aspects. You don't wanna take a risk. Okay, we're gonna do a huge risk. Why? We went there. We had our chance. We take it. It is up to Tunis to take a risk. They don't take a risk. We are not going to take a risk. And we understand that. But in moving forward, in trying to make the game more simple, more open, and more flyer, in terms of creating chances, we needed a player, Mohamed. He's going to be much more creative. We're going to have place against strikers. And we need actually why place it. I only feel then they close down the field too much. So that's gonna be difficult for people like Aliou He's a player who can pass from any angle on the field. Okay, so it's like you make the field bigger. It's easier for players to put up some penetration passes.
Yeah, what I was telling you, anga bala wane pour white players pour ñu am lu bëgg they need this 1v1 situation because ñëpp xam nañ flank player su amee dat loolu daf laa jël but su nekkee ne amu ko dafa difficult pour ñu create chances and then comme assist ñu ko waxee rek di moo xëy na tey first match la is Tunisia. The African giants, they have everything what it takes to play football. So we Gambia as a country, okay, we go there and play safe. Hey, you know what? Let's play safe. So when we play safe, because from every angle, we need to penetrate. Then they neutralize from every angle. Defensively, we are solid. So because changes Bale made a huge impact in the gameplay because he was doing those runs towards the final touch. So I think that all in all, it's positive. Come football more known like football. So we play football, then go analyze. Even the great Sir Alex Ferguson or young Pep. So game there are people they talk out there to talk about what went right and what went wrong. Lolo, it's football. Football goes with that. So why I think
come time we cannot say much on the coach's tactic because he got everything spot on. At the beginning, it's like the only thing we feel personally at a personal level that we think we can improve on, which is normal. It is really, really normal to look at a game and say, do I need to improve on X, Y, and Z? Yes, it's normal. So I think in moving forward, in trying to be much more creative, we needed some creative players in moving forward. That's going to give us an opportunity to create more chances. It's going to give us an opportunity to score more goals during the run of play, rather than, set pieces is part of it. Because I believe the way the goal is scored, it's a training ground movement. If the movement wasn't there, if the players were not set up in that way during practice, they wouldn't have done that.
But Sana one thing, this guy Chabakan do Seni Bono, Seni, do you Hawks me? Seni, Yamadia.
Yamadia.
Seni Bo ak Bale yep sent tanka dafa ne. Da lolu nak sunu advantage la. Ndoy day ne tanka. Fuñ taxaw mën nañu la pass. So already the cross was really executed. That why that was a very good left winger. So te xam Mboka mom, so even Etissa is a problem. The Alagi Sen is very good. Is very good in the air. His aerial threat is huge. I think all in all, I think the Gambian as a fan, we don't have much to be worried about. We just need to be happy. Man, I'm optimistic. I wasn't happy because we didn't prepare well. Lolo Mumfa. Why? Man, mosuma am doubt ci some players. We got players who are talented, super talented. Man, the only problem bu am moy ndax nañ gawa start campaign to put the players together. Apart from that, I think everything so far is positive for now.
Yeah.
And then winning our next match. Man, my biggest problem is not even winning the trophy. If I'm being honest to you, smart target for this under 20 is to be in the World Cup. Period. Anything on top of that, it's a bonus. Yeah. I want to see these boys play the World Cup.
All right, I'm on time about it because Monday them practice. Why? As is.
No, Champions League.
No. Honestly, I have a training session today. And
Sana, don't be jealous, Nak. This is Asan Torres. Mangi. No, Bramo.
Suma vest Asan Mugi Gambia, Mawalako.
No,
Asan Yobu suma vest with Michael Gambia.
Hey, Lulu, I'm not hamburger New York. Lulu.
waaye man su ma bëggee ñu yónnee ma ko dinaa ko fi jot léegi. so
léegi ma de man daal man.
waxuma yeneen bés de waaye bu Assane bi moom is out.
yow amuloo size yow doo am size because man sax bii yow doo am size bii sax man daf ma gita so tey maa ngi graw so and we should talk about.
I mean
Assan's goals in the weekend.
Yeah, balaa ñoo ñëw si Assane rek Aziz, what do you think should be the approach next game? First game, winning. We have and putting on one eye on our opponent's new player. They had 1 point, and we going into the second round of the matches on top of the table. What do you think should be the approach?
Manal, I think that we just have same approach. You respect, same thing. Come you respect. You play, you defend well, you attack as a team. So you attack as a team. You're gonna play guys and half. Obviously, we're gonna have something. Wow, Mandalo laugh. You're gonna play. You're gonna play. See half guy, right? So you play the guys and half. Guys, you know, I'm problem. Because man, Serana game is Zambia Benin. If we played how we played today, obviously we're gonna win. We know winning to this. They know help Zambia because how much the next game it can be. It's a game. You respect guy. You play you win then. Tahu for the pare pour quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Habib, Luisa, take on what do you think?
Well, suma daka ji Hadim Kasul. Hadim yagana kas munema Egypt joxul tournament bi respect munema dafa mel tournament bi is not respected. Even the hotels and everything. Mune su passé Cairo dara baaw te I saw a grand
The ground was very poor.
So I think Hadim lu wax ni dama ko digal joxuñ tournament bi li nga xam ne moom la di saaf and ñoom they played all their matches in Cairo.
Wow.
So xam nga foofu
moo nekk bu Sénégal don't play which is very good.
Waaw so moo tax ñun tam Gambia pour ñu ñam foofu noonu we have to win, we have to be in the quarter pour dem jógee fu ñu nekk dem fële. So on a serious note, I think we just have to say alhamdulillah. Football, I prefer to play bad and win than to play good and lose. So it's all about results.
Yeah.
So winning and the play was also good. So it's true. We could do better, but time mom ken munta wadara. Everything goes according to plan. Scoring one not and then clean sheet. Lopez was commanding. So I would get a win tennis beat.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's a wonderful outing. And I think from there we just need to go there. Our next match, suñ munta win near daxu benn point taxaw. Like I said, man suma target mooy World Cup. Susi Cup tego mu gën a neex. Susi Cup amul tamit Gambia am nañ chance to be in a world market because them World Cup mooy jaay sa boppa mooy dem to the biggest market. Scouts all over the world will be there. So fofu is about the players to do the right thing. Guy muna jar. You might understand. So I think we are all happy. Ghanaians are happy. We expect to do more going forward. And then, you know, like you said, you know,
didn't try by before Friday game. I believe the boys are playing again on Friday. If I stand to be corrected, I think it's on Friday. Yes. Didn't have some coaches around. You know, we will discuss to see Linkis Nunip. You know, just to try to analyze it and then work on that.
That would be good.
I will put them to tax and then few coaches on here on this platform, including Team B. So that you share our thoughts on this under 20. Boys, it's yeah.
So now balanga jehal nak one line. We can be gis nañ ne Moussa Baro ak Torres all had a good game. Ñepp start. Moussa Baro ak Torres ñepp start. Moussa played almost 80 minutes. Amna one assist. loolu moom ñu ngi ko rafetlu because soo xoolee his form was very deep in the past weeks. So seeing Musa Barrow in the starting lineup, mu impact game bi is a good thing. Torres, mom striker, he has to score goals. Gis nañ mu score one of the best goals in Serie A ci weekend bi nii. Very individual goal. So loolu moom ñëpp a ngi see ñëpp we are happy to see ne both players are gaining momentum.
You pick up momentum at a good time.
At a time boo xam ne we need that.
Yeah, absolutely. That is we will talk about them on Friday. Then
on Friday,
we will have 15 minutes, just to try to round up our foreign base. Just with further time, in as much as we focus on the 20, but the national team is also coming up. A double header against Mali, and we understand that they will be playing in Mali.
I was told that this Jesper boy, Kenya, Aziz Kor will tell us better. Jesper is also doing good.
He played very good. Balgadema.
Wow.
He started. Jesper talent.
So yo, are you seeing him right now? He's good to start for the national team.
Yeah, of course. We don't have players in the middle who you're never going to play. So why not?
Thank you.
Yeah, but the father Yusuf Njai tamit.
No, use mom the money mu ko def rek.
He's doing I mean, he's on fire. He's really on top of his game.
Yusuf Njai did. But xam nga li mooy striker. Even when your team is doing bad, you give your numbers.
Yeah.
Yep, give your numbers because Benfica away. You expect them to lose on paper, definitely.
And his goal was was an equalizing goal.
Equalizing goal,
Equalizing goal, we 1-1. Yeah.
Yeah, after Benfica, they pressure because Benfica so far the level they are playing in the Champions League, Benfica is a good team.
Yeah, so I mean, guys, it's interesting. I think we would have done justice to the under-20 team. Even though Tuesdays are always a tight day, because I have to go to training, to form the training for sorry. Why? We're glad to be here and we're glad to share our thoughts and hopefully.
What about Yusuf Njai?
Vesby.
Wow. Lolo mom on air. Guess what? Money size nangam la buga XL. No.
Aziz, no.
Money. Our access to Yusuf Njai. Why B is hand to hand from Torres, Bale hand to hand from Musa Barrow, hand to hand from Omar Koli. Our access to Yusuf Njai. Aziz moy borom Banjul kañ mom. Dang ko yobante?
Wow. Oscar.
Oscar ne. Dama soxla betam number 11 bi. My doxanto after.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. See you all on Friday, inshallah.
Okay.
And have a great day.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.